What's going on, you guys? Richard here for Fitness for Mind podcast. We are back for episode number 4. I know it's been a long while since we last seen each other and talked and shared some stories, but we're back. We're thriving. We're going, and I have a whole lot of new things to share with you. New updates, new things going on, some changes we're gonna be doing to the Instagram page as well to our YouTube channel. So thank you guys for being patient. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm thankful that you're still here viewing this right here. First off, I want to give you a quick introduction. This is my buddy AJ. He is a therapist, but as well one of my good friends that I've truly appreciated in my life, and I want to bring on my show today. We have a few things we're gonna go over about this drink that we're gonna be drinking, as well about what our today's topic is basically gonna be. Some are here for reason and season. We'll get more in depth about that, but first off, shout out to our sponsorships. First and foremost, Big Ron, Chile vs Jiu-Jitsu, one of our sponsorships right there. We appreciate you, Big Ron. Secondly, Will and Rick at TG Wellbeing. You guys are amazing what you're doing with the community, not only with fitness, but as well the well-being, getting you guys back into shape with cold plunge, sauna, massage, red light therapy. I mean, AJ, he's part of that. He's in the cold plunge. He'll give you some detail about that. As well, I want to give a shout out to South Bay Heavy Hitters, one of the heavy hitters in the game right there for the gym. Thank you guys so much for the sponsorship. We appreciate you guys and love what you're doing. The brand is amazing. And again, thank you guys all so much. New sponsorships will be coming soon in the future, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's get into this. AJ, if you want to give yourself a little introductory, here's your chance to do so, sir.
All right. So I emphasize little on here. So my name is AJ. My full name is Arcadio. And I've known Rich for a little over
Say
like 5, 6 years.
5, 6 years. Yeah, five,
Yeah.
6 years. Ever
Ever since
since
TG.
TG started. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
TG men's our men's Bible study group. I remember when we
Nope.
started. That was Steve. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah. But
Yeah.
I've actually known Rich a lot longer. I was just like that weird dude in the corner fucking staring like this.
Nah, he never staring, just admiring. Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, me and AJ, we definitely have history here. We have a lot to go back on, and
Yep.
that's why I just been wanting to get in here on the show. And I know I've been lagging, and like I said, we're gonna talk about what's going on, where I've been, and where I'm at now. So yeah, but thank you guys again for tuning in. So let's get to it. So AJ,
Yep.
if you want to touch base more on the topic of what we're talking today, reason and season, can you elaborate more on that for me, please?
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, there's no other way to put it other than a lot of people nowadays, they really like holding on to things because we're all afraid at some point, right? We're all scared that, if I let go of this thing, that I'm never going to get it again.
Hmm.
And it's a irrational fear because time and time again, life shows us. It's just
Yeah,
like, oh, I don't want to let go of this friend. And then boom, like life happens, you have to, and someone else comes right in. And, you know, maybe years down the line, you guys would reconnect, but that's years, and that's something we don't got to think about because that takes away from the present moment.
exactly.
But yeah, it's finding whether or not people are here to stay or here to just teach you a lesson.
Yep. And like AJ said, that it is a cliche thing that we hear. Someone's either is here for a reason or a lesson, and I think we all have experienced this, whether it's a friend, a colleague, a lover, family member, close friends, best friends, it's just strangers. It happens, and and for example, AJ, we crossed paths at the gym. Was more so, hey, what's up, man? Nice to meet you. Cool Bible studies to now we're at, talking, sharing stories, laughs, moments, ups and downs to where I can only say I trust this guy with a lot and I'm thankful to have him here in my life because I learned that this guy's not here for a season. It's a reason that he's here in my life and I'm very thankful for that and blessed to have AJ as a friend here. I truly am because I have been going through a lot lately and that's why I haven't been on promoting, marketing, what it is with the podcast itself. So yeah, I just want to come clean with it with you guys and let you know that my mental health took a dump. I fell off track of what I was doing and what I want to do. My purpose, the purpose for this podcast, is purpose for myself. I lost track of what my purpose is and what I want in life. And that's the reason why I took a break from doing the podcast because I can't portray to you guys of happiness, mental health, well-being, XYZ, everything that we've explained in these past few episodes we had with our guests, if I myself am not mentally clear or feeling in the right path, because at that point I'd be lying to you guys.
Fake
And
it.
no, exactly, faking, which a lot of social media can be like that nowadays. There's no hate on like that, but it is like that nowadays. But as well, I'm not perfect, I'm not healed, but I am definitely in a better mental state in regards to AJ and friends and family, in regards to what's going on, that I could come back and bring this out here and do this. And I just found out like this podcast is not here for the views. It's not here for the popularity. My purpose, and I was sharing with Ajay, and I came to realize I'm here because I want to be able to help one person a day to view this, see this, connect with it, share with it, and realize again, like we said in my very first episode when I told you what it's about, that they're not alone, that life may seem hard, they may seem lonely, and it is a scary feel. I cannot emphasize how much scary it is to feel alone. And it's not an aspect of like you don't have people around you that you're not alone. Like, yeah, AJ's right here, family's here, friends, exactly. And some people don't have people around, and I get it. But it's an aspect of inside your heart, your mental well being, of feeling alone that you don't feel like you have anybody to help you. And it's a scary feeling, but we all endure it at some point in life. And the biggest thing is we endure it with people in our lives of losing friends, family members, lovers, etc. And I want to share today about that. It's okay. It's our right to lose people. It's okay to go through lessons in life, but also know that you're also going to have people here for reasons. And they're going to be blessings in disguise, or it may not be at that point to realize it. And the next one's going to hit you like a freaking bullet train, just straight, oh, bam, or a nice little knuckle sandwich to the face. Like, boom, you realize, like, oh my God. And that happened here with AJ, you
I
know?
mean,
So
you could also describe it. I don't know if I could say it, but obviously, if I can't, that means you can edit this out, and it's
100%, but
like.
try to be mindful of that. But yeah, so
But it's like in high school.
mhm.
Like I don't know, have you played sports before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
football and rugby. Yeah,
football and
not
rugby.
long like my brothers, but I played a little bit of
Yeah,
yeah,
that rugby locker room is different, huh?
yeah. I mean, rugby was more when adult league when I got out of high school, but high school was when I played football. But
Oh,
still,
okay.
yeah, but it
But
was definitely different sport for sure. But it was an intense sport both ways for sure.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
but especially in the locker room,
Oh
right?
yeah.
The kind of like idiotic things that young men do.
Oh gosh, yeah. Let's not. We won't put in detail, but yes, we all have those locker room stories. I'm sure both
Of course.
men and women in our sports with our friends.
Yeah.
We, yes,
Oh,
exactly,
because we believe in equality and you know,
exactly,
men and women. We're
exactly,
not women, so
exactly. But yeah.
but the how I was gonna describe it,
Mm.
it's kind of like a nut tap,
Oh, I know she look.
just a little, beep,
This
you
thing
know.
walk by somebody, like, and you like, oh, but hey, it's just that's showing love to your boy, and it's weird, but you guys don't understand it. Only you know who you are. You understand why.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is like that. Like you could have that connection with somebody, something simple like that. Like like I mean, me and AJ have this thing. Like when we see each other, we have to do that clap, but that's like it has to clap like a. But if you
Dude,
don't, we're gonna redo it, to redo it. That's our thing. Other people have a slap on the butt. Other people have a handshake. Other people have acknowledgement. Just boom. Like in the gym, for example, us men do it. We either do the what's up or the nod down. The next time you see that person again, it's a what's up. Next time, the next time, hey, how you doing? To within 2 3 weeks, you guys are buddies, and it's just sort of just going acknowledge it because somebody lifted a good weight, and it's crazy how it works. But again, these are people that you never thought would be in your life because of a simple gesture, compared to somebody that's been part of your life that for a season. And what we mean by season is it's not just they're here for the winter, they're gone. But we mean is everybody has a season life, a chapter life, and some people are seasonal there for a month, a year, few years, 8 years, 10 years, and then next you know they're not meant to be in your life no more. And that is a hard part of us, that I think as humans that a lot of people struggle with and understanding about people being for a season,
exactly.
and I struggle with that, and it was rough, you know, me, people that know me, I'm very loving, charismatic. I love talking about I just love helping others, being there for others, hearing others, talk to others and share others and like that. And anytime I hear that I upset somebody or I let someone down or hurt somebody or scared somebody, whatever it's, I go into a mode of panic, sadness, down. I'm hard on myself. I get upset, mad, and I break down because I don't want to do it to nobody. But the thing is, it may not have been intentional, it may not have been this, but I realize these things were meant to happen. I was meant to be in that position to put that person to that position or or go through something like that for them to learn something in their new chapter in life, their new season of life. For me as well, losing somebody that may have loved, whether somebody that may have passed away, a friendship fell apart, a relationship broke down and it just went down to crumbles, even though it seems so good. But it was a sense that it is a lesson in life for me to know who I am, where I'm at, and how I'm carrying myself, and also ways to put myself back around it. Like, Rich, you need to take a step back. You need to realize like you're getting off track of what you were destined to do. For example, my podcast, I fell off for a long while. I had people, come, hey man, when's the next one? When's the next one? A lot of people that were following loved it. I had people that were holding me accountability. AJ, Will, that a bunch of guys, hey man, what's up? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. 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 But I never did, But
But we're here now.
exactly. We're
We're
here
here now.
now. We actually got this drink that we're gonna go as well too, but we're here now. And I thank the ones that never gave up with me. I thank for the ones that came to my life and are out of my life because I wouldn't be here because of you. And I'm thankful for the ones that are still here. Because everything in life is a reason. It happens. It's a purpose. It's just sometimes we don't understand at that moment when it happens and it hurts.
And it's
So yeah.
also thank you to the sponsors,
Mm-hmm.
because other sponsors they'd be like, "Oh, you fell off, see ya." But
Exactly.
these guys, like, if it really shows you the kind of people that sponsor this specific podcast, it really shows you and speaks volumes of
Exactly.
who these people are outside of their work, outside of like their brand, right?
Exactly.
It shows that these people, even though some of them look intimidating, I'm looking at you, Jujitsu man, because
Big Ron.
that bucket
He's a
big.
big guy, but he's cool, but
Yeah,
he
not
knows
a
what he's
teddy
doing.
bear,
Yeah.
but
A panda bear.
it- I would more like a grizzly.
There you go. A red
He-
panda bear. Just kidding. But yeah.
Definitely not scared of nothing, but he's solid. He's
Yeah.
good people's.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like you wanted me to
Yeah.
talk a little bit about it.
I
So
want AJ to introduce this. Has been
yeah,
something that he's been doing to introduce me to that's been allowing me to have these moments to talk and sit with them and decompress, unload, clear out, the way it is. But he'll give you more depth about it. It's Kava, that's what it's called. So maybe familiar, maybe not, but AJ will give you a little touch base on it. And we're gonna actually share a drink while we're on here
of course,
to continue this podcast because you're gonna see the effects of me and how I change and how I talk. And I want you to witness. You're gonna probably see tears tonight. You're probably gonna see happy. You're gonna see a little bit of everything. But you know what? I want this reality to be real. It's not scripted. It's not planned. It is real from here and from here.
it's
So
like an
yeah,
ugly rainbow, you know.
I'm
You
pretty
get the
ugly for
whole
sure.
spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that little light that didn't make it across. But yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you want to explain more
Of
about Kava,
course.
man, let them know what this is about.
So I don't know if you guys can actually see it. Right now, you see a silver bowl, but you're just gonna. It's kind of like Bane in Dark Knight
Yep,
Rises, right? You're just gonna have to imagine the brown water, okay?
exactly.
Just just imagine it.
I'll
Just
add
do
a
that
link to
art.
the down below where we got this
Oh
Kava
yeah,
from. Let it know it's on Amazon. You can order it. I'll get you links so you can look more into depth and some links to read on. I'll put it down in the bio of the
high
YouTube
key.
video. Okay.
Like
So yeah.
highly recommend just getting it straight for them, from the spot. But I'll tell you guys the name. But first, right? But first, this is called kava. It is a traditional drink in the islands of Polynesia. It is a very big part of. Hello,
Sorry for the viewers on social media.
got distracted.
Whoopsies.
Anyways, but it's a traditional drink in the islands of Polynesia. Every culture has a different like protocol, you can say,
Yeah.
for drinking kava. Uh, we are not on island, and I've got raised by two different cultures, both the Samoan and the Hawaiian culture. But as you can see, I don't have it running through my veins. We're not on the islands,
No, you're not.
but it's awesome. This drink is mainly used in ceremonies. Um, there usually is like quite a long process depending on what kind of ceremony it is, but the younger generations, aka ours, um, we just use it to, like how Rich said, decompress. A lot of people, especially on island, or if you have a team or a group of people that are island or people of the island that practice their culture, um, a lot of times it's just a nice thing to do, you
Hmm.
know, because clubbing can get a little tiring,
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know about you, Rich, but I'm broke, so it's
Yes.
hard to have fun.
It's hard to have fun when you don't have money, but it's have the fun, you guys. Have the experiences and do it. Live life, but also be mindful of yourself and where you're at. I did all the clubbing part in life. It's fun, but also I'm 32 now. I don't look it,
Young
or I
man.
do look it. I
Yeah.
don't feel young with all these bone aches and stuff. But yeah, but be mindful of yourself, your surroundings, where you're at, but don't be afraid to live your life and thrive. But also don't follow a path that you don't want to be a part of.
Hmm.
Follow a path that you want to make for yourself and be around people that share that same energy, same, not necessarily one same mindset because everybody does think differently, but the energy that wants to see you grow and succeed as you want to see for them. And I think the kava is kind of kicking because again, I'm just going on, something completely different time about, but this what I mean. It just allowing my mind to be free and clear. And whether it is a placebo or not, it helps me to relieve and feel and share the
True leaderhood.
emotion. Exactly. I'm not ashamed of what I'm going to share, talk about today. Like I just want to fully be out there and come clean, like I did in my first episode. And it's about my sobriety, and I'm here. So
And it's
yeah,
not alcohol. It's not
yes,
alcohol, completely legal. Like, you guys are good. If you guys
exactly.
want to try it out for yourselves, what
But
I
yeah.
recommend is getting like the starter kit.
Hmm.
It has a whole instruction thing. It explains exactly what it is, what you're putting inside your body, and hopefully it makes you guys feel a little bit more safe.
And again, on the YouTube video and Instagram, I will tag them, put a link in there so you can look it up yourself if you want to check it out. But yeah, let's
Yes, sir.
see how it's served up. Show us how it's
All
served up.
right. So I'm gonna have to move the mic a little bit.
No worries. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just leave it there.
All right.
All right.
So as you can see, these are being served with coconut shells, not just
Real.
normal cups, real coconut shells that will come with the kit itself.
Mm-hmm.
So from what I've examined, seeing when Ajay making it, it comes as a powder form that you put in a little straining bag, a white straining bag that you fill in the amounts. The more you put, the more potent it becomes, or more effective. And you add water into a bowl, and as you do is you dip the bag into the water and you strain it and squeeze all of it out. I wouldn't say nutrients or just, but what is inside the kava powder. You strain it out, you keep doing it
Mm-hmm.
till that water becomes a murky brown. The darker it is, the more strong it will feel. But
That's how
it
it's supposed to
is,
be.
it is what is. What that again?
What was it?
What'd you say?
I was like, that's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. You want
Supposed
it
to
the
be
darker,
dark.
the better. You don't want it see through. You won't be able to see the bottom. You want to see it. But you serve it in like this. We serve it a coconut shell.
So hold on.
Yeah.
Let me bring it.
Let me hold this one for you.
So in the kit, you're gonna have one shell that kind of looks like this. It's a little bit wider than this one. Um, but one cup is or one shell is used for serving.
Hmm.
The other is used for receiving.
Yes.
And you didn't see the whole process of me squeezing it out and like getting it all ready because we were just kind of excited
Yeah.
to drink kava.
Exactly. I look forward to this every Friday. I look forward to meet up with AJ,
Oh
talking, sharing life stories, and
yeah.
having a couple
Cup.
coconut shells.
Man, we got a whole bowl, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so stay tuned. But yeah, so he's gonna serve it up right now. And this isn't something you sip. It's something that you throw it back, take it to the dome, shooter, however you want to say it. But yes, you
How'd you say it first?
throw it back. Not dancing, drinking, throwing the drink back, if you know what I
Drink.
mean.
Yeah.
AJ throws it back on the weekends. Okay.
That's
Just kidding.
that is not you know what?
Let's just get back to the college.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
back to
yeah.
that. All right. So AJ's gonna serve himself a drink as well. I feel like I'm a movie film guy. He serves the drink. It's moist.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go. So
Oh, I already know you lost like a few people when you said
I know. So we're gonna cheer for.
that.
So AJ taught me a
Recent
saying.
seasons.
Exactly.
You
Seasons
can't
run
handle
deep.
that word. Probably not the spot for you.
So I believe the word you say is bula, correct?
Right. So
Bula.
bula means cheers in Fijian.
There you go.
I'm too lazy to literally look up on Google what the word is in other languages, but
We'll keep it simple. Bula means cheers
cheers.
in Fijian.
There you go.
All right.
Bula.
Bula. And then you go like that
Hold it.
and throw it back. ASMR ready?
See, you have a flavor saver. So I'm kind of assuming like later on in the day when you're like, hey, you know what? I'm kind of stressing out. You just
I do look. Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah.
Cover there for the go. But it's simple. You drink that coffee drink, you enjoy it, you sip it, you absorb it, and just allow it to take its effects on you to feel.
I have I have one more piece of information.
Share it
Like
with the with our
that's right.
viewers.
So the whole essence of Kava is community,
Hmm.
right? The people that you're sitting around the bowl matter just as much if the water's dark enough, right? So this drink before you actually start serving it. A tradition that my friend Kaylee and I have is that we use the time before to let go. We want to let go of any sort of negative energy, or like if something in life is just kind of holding you down, because this drink, if something's holding you back, or if something is kind of messing with your, and the Hawaiian word for this is na'au, or your spirit, your gut, then you're going to feel it. And if we don't allow ourselves to feel vulnerable enough, right, to let that go before we start drinking, it's going to sit in your stomach. One of my very close friends, Ray, hopefully you see this. If you don't, I'm going to force you to watch it. Um,
He will. I tag him. He reassures it. Right?
awesome.
Definitely. So yes.
Awesome. I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
make sure he watches it.
bro.
He needs to see this part.
There you go.
It's gonna be really cringe to hear my own voice, but it'll make me happy. But anyways,
Share it.
but when something is happening, right, in your own life, and the kava hits you, it's not. It doesn't feel good. Like it feels like something is stuck.
Like a knot or upset stomach, kind of, or just
It's almost like if you eat something that's not spoiled, right?
gotcha.
But it's like, I guess you can compare it to like eating too much,
Gotcha. Overly
right? And
stuffed, like you're just
you feel like you're
uncomfortable.
stuffed, but it's like minus the good feeling
Yeah.
before that. It skips straight to the
Exactly. I get you. Yeah.
like you can't move. But that's why it's important to really open up and be vulnerable, and know that the people around you right now are going to do more than just be a part of your journey. It's They're here for you right now,
Yep.
you know. And I feel that actually goes into like the whole reasons and seasons, right?
Yeah. It
And
100% does. And to touch base what AJ said, it's like when you surround yourself with friends, colleagues, family members, lovers, you want to be surrounded by love, happiness, joy, kindness, attentiveness, nurturing, the good stuff. We never want the bad. We never want to endure it. But I'd be lying to you of saying that the people who are here for a reason are only going to be good, because you're going to have the good and the bad with them, the ups and the downs, the truth, the hard truth. And you need that in life, because without that, it doesn't allow you to grow, mold, evolve, change, whatever you want to say it is, to become another version of yourself that you're meant to be, that you want to be. But you also got to be willing to accept these messages, these moments, these encounters, these events. But even for the people that are just here temporary for a season, they are also there for a reason. For an example, you can have a friendship that may have a falling out because of a difference of a sport team, or because of an ex-girlfriend, or because of you're friends with somebody that you don't like, whatever it could be. It happens, and it's unfortunate times. And you thought that person was going to be part of your life forever. You thought they were going to be your best friend. They thought they're going to be your partner in crime, go out and party together, go surf together, go drink together, go eat together, know each other's families, your best friend. We have guy best friends, girl best friends, whatever it is. But then something happens to come up and it just changes the friendship or it destroys the friendship. And you're like, what happened? Like, I thought, yeah, da, da. And it's because that person is no longer meant to be a reason in your life. They're only here for a season. And it's in depth. It just gives me chills to do that, because I have gone through experiences in life that I had someone and I thought, and next they're not here no more. And I could say when it first happened, I was sad, I was bummed out, I was angry, I was upset, I was confused, like why? To, going back to the point where I felt alone. And the alone feeling, it's a sucky feeling to feel alone, because as much as some people may be loved and surrounded by you, inside here feel alone, like you don't matter, you shouldn't be here, like that. And me, myself, and AJ could share a story too, that I have attempted to disappear from this world. I have attempted to not be here no more. I
you
wasn't
need to say
happy.
the word.
I don't know if I can or can't. I know like that, but I,
I
I
know it's
mean,
a sensitive word.
it is. But I just want it. I wanted to end my life. I didn't want to be here no more. I felt alone. I felt empty. I felt broken. I felt destroyed. I felt I had no purpose or matter here. And I know a lot of you guys that are viewing this have had that feeling, may or may not shared it. And I'm coming out to you guys vulnerable again because this is what this podcast is for, to share that you can share your emotions and open. But I have twice in my life attempted to take my own life and not be here no more because I felt like either I was a burden, I let someone down, I hurt somebody, I broke someone's heart, I hurt somebody's feelings, I let someone down and saying I'd do something, I didn't do it, I lied, whatever it may be. And those moments, I could tell you, are the lowest I've ever felt in my life. And I'm here as a testimony, as my witness, as me to say that I'm here for a reason and I have a purpose. And some may not, but for me, God has me for a reason. And like AJ, we talked earlier before we got into the podcast, he said something so simple, so simplicity that we don't realize it. But just be able to wake up, whether it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night, a random time, you woke up for a reason and you're able to take a breath. Being underneath that barbell bench press, heavy weight, struggling to get that bar up, but breathing, going for a run and having a problem being, or just being somewhere cold, you're shortness of breath, you see your breath. But regardless, you are able to take a breath of life and to continue your life and be here for a purpose. I know sometimes people don't know the purpose. We haven't found the purpose, and that's a harder struggle. But we all have that. My purpose, I still have not found, and I'm searching, and I know it's gonna be a struggle. But the first thing I want to do was to be happy, but I try to find happiness in helping others, doing for others, giving others, looking out for others, be there, XYZ. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I realized that I didn't try to bring happiness to myself for myself. I try to look at it elsewhere to do for people, say, hey, they're happy, I'm happy. No, I didn't find my happiness within myself because I didn't give time to myself, love to myself. I allowed others to justify it and make me feel like I'm happy, but it's not. And I know we all struggle with that. And the hardest part of life is finding your happiness. It's hard. It's not easy. And if anybody tells you it is, I'm sorry, I'll tell you straight up, they're lying to you. It's not easy.
It's easy when you're feeling it.
Exactly. We have those high moments. We're good. Life's good. Like that. XYZ, this, that, boom. We're good. We're working. We're this. We're working out. We're running. We're going on dates. We're going to the club. We're traveling. This, that. But then when that wrench, like you mentioned earlier, that wrench is thrown into the gears, the everything that's spinning and working properly, it puts a issue in there, boom, and they get stuck, cause issues, things to break, things to fall into place, to stop functioning properly, and your happiness gets to a halt and shuts down. And then when you shut down, you don't know what the wrench is. You don't know what caused it. You're lost, confused, become frantic. You shut down to the point where you may get to where I was at in life, that I didn't want to be here no more because I didn't know what was going on inside here. Other than that, I don't matter no more because I'm not happy no more. But the thing is, this what comes into play when we say people are here for a season. People will bring you up, but bring you down, and you don't know it. People are in your lives for a purpose, and sometimes the purpose is a heartbreak. A purpose is a lie. A purpose is to hurt you, put you down. But you gotta look at the concept as, why is this happening to me? What in life do I need to make changes for myself? But also realize it's just temporary moment of something happening, but it's not the end of my world. It's not the end of my life. I still have so much ahead of me. And we don't know how long we're here, but you have the opportunity to get back on track, get back on the path you're on, that you stirred from because you felt happiness, joy, you're going good, you forgot what your purpose was for and what you were going to. And I just want you guys to know that once you find your purpose and get on that path, you're going to see a different perspective of what it's about. Yes, still love and care for others, but also don't lose track of your own happiness and peace for anything or anybody. Because the moment you do that, I guarantee you that wrench is going to go into those gears at some point, and it's going to knock you on your butt. And you're going to be like, what is going on? What happened? Why? Till you shut down and then you're confused and lost.
You gotta say the next part of that why is like, why me?
Why me? Exactly.
Why me?
Why me?
I thought
Why
I
I
was
was
doing
doing
everything
good.
right.
I was
Yeah.
being loving. I was being caring. I was there. I was a good friend. I was a good lover. I was a good son. I was a good brother. I was a good cousin. I was a good worker. I was good this. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why not that person that was doing da? You got to understand. It's not always going to be because of you. You are where you need to be, but that person, that colleague, whoever it is not meant to be there no more, and you need to remove it as much. And I can't emphasize this term, but as much as it's going to hurt you to get rid of that person, it's going to be for the better of yourself and your well-being and happiness.
You know, the interesting part to that too is like the why me kind of goes into not just the self pity
Yeah.
thing. Not only does nothing get done, but your journey, right, of healing, maturing, molding, like all the other words that you said, it still doesn't start
Yep.
because your perspective is still why me.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it always it doesn't necessarily trigger me, but it always makes me want to throw out a thought that just says, well, what happened to wanting others to be happy? What happened to wanting to be a good part in someone's life? It's all it's so interesting how each one of our minds, including myself, I am not free of this, where the perspective shifts just like that, and all of a sudden it makes sense. Like life makes sense again. I find purpose. The purpose of life isn't just figuring out what you want to do in the future. You know, contrary to popular belief of, I don't know about yours, but like I have a traditional Filipino family.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up, my mom was like, you have three choices. You can go to the Navy, you can continue school, finish, figure out your career, or you, I can't cuss, right?
I wouldn't recommend cussing on it.
Okay.
But I'm
Let's
sure if you use
There's
it,
mom watching, huh? I don't want to get in
mom just
trouble.
want to get in trouble with class. But I get it. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. That's true.
I mean, we're not that big
No
of a
cussing,
page, but yeah.
but still, like, or the other option was, as soon as you're done with high school, you can leave too and
Go on
figure
your
out
own.
what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And I chose education path.
Yeah.
Um, but with that aside, it's mainly like when situations come, right? And our perspective is on a, or not even our perspective, but we're feeling good,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're feeling like, hey, I'm killing it. I'm going to the gym early in the morning. I'm getting my meals in. I'm being a great father, being a great mother, being a great husband, great wife, great this. Like we're meeting the expectations of each and every role. And then life just says, all right, let's see if you can keep that. Let's see if you can keep it now. It throws a wrench. It throws someone, something, an event, a loss, even believe it or not, like a gain, you know,
Yeah.
it offers you even sometimes a shortcut. It says, hey, if you just take this, right? If you just take this, you can go even faster. You can be even stronger. You can be even more focused,
Yeah.
right? And then our minds are like, yeah, I'm feeling good, but I don't really need that. But
If it's gonna get
I
me there, then
yeah,
let's
I'm
do it.
snapping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we can reference that to a lot of things of
Oh,
trying to get ahead on stuff and doing it, but we won't touch base too much of that. But
oh yeah.
you guys know
It's
what
a
we're talking about.
sensitive one, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, when you take a shortcut, you veer off your path,
Yeah.
right? Imagine looking straight, right? And then a shortcut happens. And then we go down that path.
It
And
may look nice at first and quick and easy, but down that path, you can start hitting by branches. The road becomes treacherous, it becomes dangerous. You see thorns, you see darkness, you see vicious animals, you see darkness, the dampness. You start seeing like, wait, hold on, like
the light gets dimmer.
exactly. You start going to the darkness and away from your light, and that's the thing that a lot of us do, like because We want shortcuts. We want to get there quickly. We want to do it. We don't want to do the time, the effort, the work. We just want to get there, get there, get there. For example, like this. See, this is a Kava work right now. Like, it's to the point where you get an argument with somebody, and your thing is, I just want to fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Because yes, we want to fix things, but sometimes things, and I am I'm not gonna say a victim of this, but I am somebody that has experienced it on both ends of you just gotta let it be and let it go and let it happen. Sometimes you can't control it, but the moment you try to control it and you start veering off and trying to do things differently and you try to make, oh, I want to take a shortcut and do this, there's always gonna be something on that little shortcut you take that's gonna bite you in the ass. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's gonna knock you off, it's gonna scare you, it's gonna set you back, it's gonna break you down
Ye-
because that path is not for you. Maybe for somebody else, but for you, that is not your path. You were on that path. But because you found a new girlfriend or boyfriend, because you found summits to help get you better to your goals, because you got a new job, higher position, because you made new friends in the club scene or the rave scene or, XYZ, whatever it is, may be traveling, you said, okay, cool. I love what I was doing, but now they're doing something that I like. I want to get into it. But then you realize this isn't really me, but hey, you know what? I like these people. They're good people. They're nice to me. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep following. I'm gonna go down that path. Go that path.
mm,
And then at some point, those people disappear on you, forget about you, lead you to a path that you don't want to be. Get involved with trouble, get in trouble, have issues, come back on you, bite you in the butt. That you're just like, whoa, this is not what I want. So I don't want. I don't want it. But you've gone too far down that path that you're like, I'm lost. I don't know how to get back to my path, my light, my peace. And I say it with so much emotion because that is what I'm dealing with currently at this moment, that I fell off my path, my fitness, my podcast, my well being, my everything, my connection with God and church. I fell off because I thought I can handle it on my own. And you can, but there's a higher purpose to that and just say it's on your own. And it's just crazy because these are becoming, what's the word, epiphanies or moments that is hitting me, talking to you and sharing that this is, again, not scripted, not whatsoever. My laptop's on here because it's showing the recording of our voices, not because I've something written up. You can see it yourself, but I'm truly connecting the connections. I'm realizing my current moment, what I received, gone through, and where I went to, and who I became. And I became something ugly. I became something evil, bad, and not right. And I can be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But again, I had to become this. I had to have this happen to be able to snap back and get back to my path. And the thing is, and AJ's told me, you can always get back to your path. You can always get back to it. You may have to backtrack. You may have to take steps back. You may lose things. You may have to give stuff back. You may have to change your circle, disappear for whatever it may be. But there is a way back to your path because you came down that path. You can go backwards and get back on it.
It's not even that you may,
Now you may,
you
yeah,
have to.
you have to,
It's not a choice, right?
yeah,
So think of it like this, right? There's a reason why there's a divider on the freeway. Well, I don't know about all around the world, but at least in San Diego,
yeah.
there's one going north,
And one going
one
south
going south.
or east and west, if you want to look at it, northwest. South. Yeah, you get the point.
That's too much direction and brain pretty.
All right,
But
moving in your. Sorry, curveball.
this is when I just scream into
No,
the.
sorry.
I'm not, but so there's two ways of going, right?
Yes,
And unfortunately, right, and especially recently, it's sad, but also kind of, I don't know about you, I have dark humor. So like whenever I see like a really stupid accident happen, I'm just
exactly. I know what you mean.
I you guys may not like me. This may be the last time I'm on here, but
Be careful.
I figured I might as well say it. It's
Yeah,
just like it's incredible to think that some people think that they can stay on their path and yet drive onto oncoming traffic.
yeah, that is true.
It's
People
like,
think
yeah, you're
that's
going north, but those people are going south.
exactly. You're on.
Yeah,
You're blinded to think you're going the right way of a path.
yeah. But you're not in your lane.
And even to touch base, honestly, to hear what you say is actually very powerful because it's like
Yeah.
there's shortcuts, yes, there's backwards like that. But what you're saying is they're still going north, but they are blinded by something to not see the reality that they may be going a way that they want to go,
Yep.
but they're going down the wrong way about it. They're going down the wrong
Yep.
way that's going to cause an accident, collision,
Hmm.
and hurt people ongoing. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Hurt
Yeah.
people. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt others going down this path that you think is good for you because the end goal is where you want to be. But the steps you're taking for, oh my gosh, the steps you're taking for that is wrong. You're not doing the right way. You're trying to take a shortcut and cut ways to get there. In reality, you're hurting yourself and others are, oh my, AJ, oh my gosh.
By the way, I didn't do anything.
No, he
That
didn't.
was all
This is
you.
just like, and I need this because I am realizing things at this current moment, this second that you guys are experiencing it, and you're witnessing it, how things can become so simple when what I showed you talk about it, you open up, you
Hmm.
talk to a friend, you talk to somebody, you reach out.
Talk to you.
Literally, you guys, the viewers, like you could talk to us. That's why I tag you guys. You could talk. There's places, hotlines you can reach out. There's people you can reach out to help when you're in those aspects of feeling alone, feeling you're off path, like you lost your way, like that. You can do it and look at clear as day right now. This is powerful, and I hope you viewers see this. If you don't, it's okay. But realizing that just simply talking about it and putting those thoughts into words or on paper or a notepad, however you want to do it and emphasize it, it will really make you understand where you're at and what you're capable of and what changes you can make and that you can do it. Not maybe, I don't know that you can, but sometimes it may hurt. Sometimes it may break you. Sometimes you may lose people in the process. But again, back to our point of this topic of this podcast. Some people are here for reasons, others are just temporarily here for seasons. And if that doesn't relate to you, let's talk because it is true and it is powerful with this. And oh my God, dude, like I'm getting goosebumps right now. Sorry, AJ, I know you want to talk. I know. Woo! Ric Flair, let's go. All right, go ahead, AJ, take base. Like I'm gonna take a
I
breather.
got I got 5 minutes.
5 minutes
Five
of
minutes of
playtime.
play time. But
Randy Man, Michael
oh,
Nash. Let's go.
the the goat, as we were talking
Matt,
about.
just disregard that.
But no, no, no. Keep that in.
I'm gonna
Keep
put
that
the
in.
sound effect on the editing
But
stuff. But yeah,
how like using the two analogies, right? When you're driving on the freeway and you're going north or south, wherever you're going, isn't it annoying when people have their high beams on?
100%.
Yeah, dude. But it's the only thing you can see,
Yeah,
right? Especially if you got a bad angle too.
yeah.
Bro,
The
like
biggest
there.
one, those lifted trucks that have those bright lights. You're like, I like this ring light. I'm like,
I
I
think
can't
I'm
see the
seeing
camera.
God.
I think I'm looking at the camera or I'm looking at I don't know. But yes, I know what you mean. And like it's just like, what?
Yeah, it's just I'm not even saying what. I'm just like I'm driving to it.
I'm driving to the light and who knows what's behind that light.
Exactly. And a lot of times it's on the other side of the road,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
But, our brain says like, well, I don't know about you, but sometimes I have little road rage,
Uh-oh.
but not like I'm cussing, flipping people off, threatening them
Yeah.
with physical violence because I am a giant softy.
Yes, teddy bear.
Yeah. I couldn't even. Oh no, I can really mess up a fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Spiders, light,
Yeah.
light work.
Yeah. Easy
Light
stuff.
work.
Easy work.
Yeah. Let me go get my croc. You know? But yeah, it's to use that analogy to what we're talking about in the theme of this episode is like in in human beings, right? There we encounter people that are so full of life, yeah, and so happy, and it's so enticing. It's just like I want that, especially when you're sad, yeah. Like when you're sad, you're like, I could use some happiness right
Yeah.
now. Like I could
Exactly.
use a little break.
Because who wants to be sad?
I could use a shortcut. We'll come back to that.
We will.
We'll come back to that. But when people come by, it's hard to not see the best in them. Because to be honest with you, like even right now, I'm trying to put my very best on
Yeah.
because I don't, my biggest fear is like, I don't want to let anyone down.
Yeah.
I don't want to disappoint people because like I've been disappointed in my life and like plenty of you out here.
And you know the feeling of disappointment.
Correct. And to a degree, I had to sit with myself and say, you know, I'm not letting a single soul down right now. And it is tiring. Why am I doing it?
Yeah.
And then I answered it. I answered it honestly, and I was like, okay, I'm doing it for approval. I'm doing it to feel worthy because I've tied everything that I am to the outside.
Did
You
you
know,
feel like it was a purpose at that time?
oh, more than a purpose. Like that was my reason to live. Like I had no other reason. And like you said, I've experienced like, a really tough time in my life where I didn't want to be alive
Yeah.
because I was letting everyone down. Especially, and maybe it's different in families, but my mom single-handedly raised my brother and
Yeah.
I, and she means the world to me. And during COVID, um, I was working at a Alzheimer's daycare
Mm-hmm.
program,
Yeah.
so I would be there, hanging out with family members of families that are living with Alzheimer's, and it's a like it slowly gets worse. I don't want to say degenerative,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
but it gets worse as time goes on. Like, and there's no cure for it. Like, it's just like once you have it, you
That's it.
kind of just
Yeah.
you just got to go through the stages. And
But you remember those moments, right?
correct.
Okay. Sorry, dark humor. Sorry. My bad. I had a, AJ, you got to do it. But yes. So yes. Okay.
a
Sorry
lot
about.
a lot of people just said, "All right, I was following you. Now I hate this. I
I
hate
gotta make light of like that, but no,
this."
what AJ is doing is
Oh, my
amazing.
bad.
It's awesome what he's doing, and we make light of stuff because life can get hard
It's already
sometimes.
dark.
It
It's
is.
already dark.
Yeah, we live in a dark world, but there's ways to make things in a funnier matter, even though sometimes people make that. And I don't mean any offense to anybody. I apologize for that humor,
Hmm.
but sometimes you need that little moment, a little break, a little laugh, a little joke to remind you that
Okay, it's not that deep.
it's not that deep. You're gonna get through it. We'll figure things out. But
Yeah,
remember that there is joy in life. So there's still happiness. There's moments. Unfortunately, sometimes it's through dark humor. But again, I apologize for that, and no offense or anything like that. I
fortunately,
know experience. Just me.
fortunately, or unfortunately, either way.
Exactly. One hundred
It's
percent.
just like it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the whole reason why I even brought that up in the first place is because when I worked there, that was like peak COVID.
Yeah.
Like
That was a crazy
things
time.
were still like we don't know if we're gonna stay open,
Yeah.
stay closed, but this one had to stay open
Yeah.
because they had nowhere to go.
Exactly.
So I was one of the workers that didn't just outright quit. I stayed and be like, no, like we got this.
I'm gonna
Like
stick it out.
we're gonna stick it out.
Yeah.
Boy, was that either a mistake or the best thing that happened in my life.
Yeah. Why?
The
What
the
was that?
traveling nurse,
Mm-hmm.
the traveling nurse was coming back from another site
Mm-hmm.
that we had, and she was sneezing,
Oh,
coughing, like everything, and not to put like
anybody
not
on
to make it
blast.
a race thing, but
Yeah.
like she didn't have much pigment in her skin, so it was
Yeah.
real easy to see. Like if I get sick, like I pray that I have a tan,
Yeah.
so you can't like tell. But
Yeah.
even then, I just turned red.
Yeah. So
But
she had the signs and symptoms of what people were getting from COVID.
yeah, it was very much like, okay, you're sneezing,
She
you
was a
have no
red
vibes.
flag.
Uh, Literal.
Sorry, dark humor again. Go ahead, continue.
That's not even dark. That was red humor. But at either way, right?
Oh,
She was sick, and
yeah.
I was in charge of a male group.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure.
Yeah.
But uh, three people in my group got sick. They didn't make it,
I'm sorry to hear
and
that.
that was the only time where the owners of the place, and I'm not name dropping, but then they were like, okay, now we'll now we'll stop.
Yeah, because
And that pissed me off to the I
utmost extreme.
I, I was livid,
Yeah.
dude. I was livid because I had been telling them after every day when this was happening, we would have a meeting. I'd be like, "Hey, we gotta close."
Yeah.
Like not because I don't want to work. I want to work, and it's not even about the money. I want to help these people.
But because of the safety of the
It's
patient.
literally we're putting people at risk, and they're already
100%.
at risk.
100%.
So when I had had enough, I was just like, okay, I was looking for a reason to quit. Here's my reason: the safety of our people that we're taking care of are not there. The safety of the workers are not there. I am being used. Don't even worry about paying me. I'm out.
Yeah.
But it was already too late. Because little did I know, I show no signs and symptoms.
Hmm.
And my mom stays at home. She
Yeah.
works from home.
Yeah.
And at the time and still now, I'm with her, just making sure life is a little bit easier because she's
Yeah.
like approaching 70s.
Yeah. And
She old.
yeah, you're.
But
There's nothing wrong with that. You're there. It's your mom.
correct.
You
But
know.
at the time, it kind of ties in to I'm the one that brought COVID home
Oh. Okay.
unknowingly.
Yeah.
And we took every precaution. My
Yeah.
mom has been a DON for like 30 plus years.
Hmm.
A DON is a director of nurses. So,
Yeah.
like all the nurses that you see,
She knows
she,
the protocols. She knows
oh, yeah.
ins and outs of everything. I
Dude,
can.
I was surprised. I thought I was going to have to wear a hazmat suit when I got home. I was
Yeah.
like, man, shit, one uniform for another.
Yeah. I mean,
But
well, yeah, because at that time it was just
it was rough for everybody.
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
to touch base on that, like my mom got COVID, and we don't know where she got it from, but we
Yeah.
had a scare. I thought I was gonna lose my mom. She was in the hospital with respiratory issues, and they didn't put her on respirator, thank God. But she was there in Coronado, was there, and I remember talking to her one night and crying because I was scared that
Hmm.
I might lose my mom to COVID, you know.
Yep.
And thankfully, she made it through, but she was bad, and I've never seen my mom that bad, you know. But she hung on, she got through it, you know. So that time was definitely a hard time.
And now she's a badass.
Yeah, my mom is
She
badass.
beat his ass, dude.
You guys know who my mom is. You guys know who she is. She gets down. But yeah, but unfortunately, like AJ mentioned too, like we did lose others to COVID, unfortunately, and it was like,
Hmm.
you know, unfortunately, my grandfather,
Yeah. That was a rough time, and it still is.
the rock of my family,
Yeah.
we lost him to COVID,
Hmm.
and I haven't made peace with that, you know, and that's something that weighs on me a lot. My family, my cousins, though, you know, my grandfather was alone when it happened, and it just hurt so bad that COVID was definitely a time that maybe some didn't experience and didn't have and I'm thankful you didn't have to experience it, but some of us had to endure some stuff that really shook us,
Yeah.
broke us to the core, and didn't understand. And it was a miserable time, but I am glad that we got through it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. It was a time of testing. I
100%
like
tested.
more than just like the typical test. Like this one was like, let's see who you are,
Yeah.
right? Let's see if this being locked up in a house where you can't do anything and everything's getting boring. And like for some people, it was just like, I hate my spouse now.
And the thing is, like AJ saying, like being locked up in a house, people were there with others,
Yeah.
but remember, there's also people that were alone.
Yeah.
And that was a true test of loneliness and not having anybody to not be able to go unless you want to risk catching this virus that may end your life or
Yep.
you could give to others that you care for.
Hmm.
And that was hard. But as AJ said, being like that, it tested people's love for one another, compassion, peace, patience, all the above, to see that we take for granted sometimes that we have that person there with us because some people didn't have that. And I've heard stories of people that lost their lives not to COVID, but because of the loneliness and depression. And
Yep.
it's scary. So again, tying back to being alone, it is a scary space. It is a scary spot to be. And I know there's a lot of people there that says you need to be alone, you need to be alone. And I don't knock anybody for that. But there's a difference in needing to be alone to process, think, but be able to come back to reality, to being alone and actually feel like you're alone and there's nothing for you there. That is the different feeling of being alone and recuperating and being alone and empty inside because that's where I was at.
Yeah. You remember like a while by a while, I literally mean probably like an hour and a half ago,
Yeah.
where it was like there's a difference between loneliness and being truly alone.
Yeah.
And
And
unfortunately,
I didn't understand that at
yeah,
first.
and that's okay because most people think it's the same thing when it's really not. Alone means there's not a single soul around you,
Yes.
and it's just you.
You're like on a in the desert on a deserted island or something. That's being
Yeah. Or you have no
lonely.
neighbors and
Yeah,
you're like, and I hate to like put this out here,
you're a
but
Grinch or you're Scrooge. You don't want to talk to nobody.
yeah, it's either self-imposed or like a lot of people that are homeless.
Yeah,
Like they're out on the street by themselves.
yeah.
No home, no family,
No,
no
nothing,
friends,
nothing at all.
none. Like alone.
Probably not even like an ID or something. Just completely alone and don't even know who they are anymore.
Correct. And then lonely is a feeling.
Yes.
Like one is a state of being, one is, I guess,
One thing's
by
physical,
technically,
one's emotional.
yeah, feeling lonely is going to happen. How
Yeah.
many times have you felt lonely, even in a relationship? Like, let's say,
I could tell you today I felt lonely 4 different times today.
oh boy,
When me and you were working out today,
yeah,
I had probably 2 different moments of feeling lonely and my stomach turning
yeah,
and me wanting to break down, tears in my eyes, and you saw it and
fuck
it worked
yeah.
out.
You know what I did? I'm sorry,
It's okay. I could bleep
but
it
I
out.
was like, but you know what I said? I said, snap out of it.
Yeah.
You still have weight to move.
You saw it.
You are not here to process emotion, no matter how many videos say, like, oh, gym is my therapy. Gym is gym. If it was therapy, it would be called therapy,
Exactly. It's called gym for a reason.
right? And that kind of ties into like what we've been talking about in general, looking at things for what they are, right? It's good that you find people in the gym, but
Yeah.
these people are not related to you most of the time.
They're there for
So,
you at the gym, but when you leave,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you might make a few friends from there. Like I made the great friends from AJ from the gym and on,
And other
but
people,
not every single person in the gym that you say, "Hey, can I use that weight? Hey, how you doing? What's up? Have a good workout, good lift," is going to be part of your life, other than that moment or whenever you go to the gym.
correct. Or like even gym regulars, right?
Like
They're
us,
just because you know each other by name, you dab each other up, say what's up,
yeah.
give each other the same update. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just work out early in the morning, just got done with cardio. Like that's not a conversation, bro.
Those what I would say we consider seasonal people. I
It's not
mean,
even just seasonal. Those are just passerbys.
there you go. That makes
It's a
sense.
passerby that you know a name of.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Like
very true.
even our minds, like when you got a big heart, and I know there's plenty of big-hearted people out there. We're big-hearted people. We're also just big.
Yeah,
Um,
big boned it.
but but in general, right? When you have a big heart, you want to look for meaning. You want to see the best in people, and a
Hmm.
lot of times that comes at the cost of seeing you, you know.
Yeah,
And people like us, like-minded people like yourselves too, we would rather see the best in others than within ourselves because we know the cost of that.
yeah,
And that cost is sometimes everything that we know. And if everything that we know is the outside world, then guess what? Everything disappears.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're left with emptiness, loneliness, aloneness, depression, anxiety, all these negative things that we're just kind of throwing around nowadays.
And those are things that can add up to the
Action.
mindset I became to, and when you say action,
Oh man.
is taking my life and not being here,
Yeah.
and
You
it
remember
sucks.
how earlier you were talking about dark humor?
Yeah,
This is one of those moments for me to say some dark humor. And mind you, I'm a therapist, and I can get to this dark humor point too because we have good rapport, I'd
we have
say. But
chemistry. We're good friends.
but
We
I, I'm
understand it.
I'm glad you sucked at that
Yeah,
because I enjoy these conversations.
100%.
I really take these conversations as a blessing, just like I would with anyone that I interact with out in the outside world. A lot more special just because we're finally, you know, we have reason, we have a purpose, we have foundation of a friendship to actually nurture a friendship.
Yeah,
You know, I'm glad. I'm glad that you failed. I'm glad that I failed at mine. You know why? Because in that time where I sat down in literally not even the room next to my mom's, but I was just sitting outside of her door. I heard her talking to herself. And I was like, man, not only did I fail, but I think I just killed my mom. But, thankfully, that woke me up and said, okay, I can't do anything anyways. I have no work. I don't want to drink it out. I don't want to smoke myself out. I want to feel this. I want to feel this because I earned it. I earned this feeling because I wasn't doing anything before.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually healing. I was just learning about healing.
Yeah.
I wasn't practicing what I was learning. I was just like, I can be like a parrot, you know? I can say it back, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But I was so thankful now looking back at it because it started me on actually practicing what I'm preaching and then being there in a way that I would actually want someone else to be there for me.
Yeah.
And that is like right here. That is like going to a gym and seeing like your friend struggling on a bench and you're like, "Hey, you probably shouldn't have put four plates on when you weigh like 120.
Yeah.
Probably not the best idea unless you're on gear. But even then, 120 is like light.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some people do it, but still, it's just like
Yeah, probably like like
exactly.
that was it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that doing it?
No, it's
Nah.
not. But well, hey, they can have it. It's fine.
Hey, it's not my body that I'm destroying.
Yeah.
But right, I am very thankful that we are here and not just sharing because sharing is easy, but saying what's real, right? Like for the longest time, I thought that I would never be friends with you, just because you guys gotta understand this guy kind of popular. It's hard to talk to him. He's like a he's like a famous person.
No, no,
Hey, Rich, can I get a picture? He's in the middle of his bathroom.
no, no,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's just
When can we shoot? When can we shoot, Rich? When can we take some pictures?
stop
Come on, Damia.
them. Oh, there you go. But what AJ's
Thank God.
saying,
Thank
is
God my hand was gonna hurt if we fucking missed that.
hearing AJ say that it's to me the relationship we have, and as you can see, the smile that I shared, that it gave me a moment of light, and I appreciate this friendship that I have with AJ here. He has definitely been a light in my life because I have been on a dark path for a long time, and I won't even say I've been on light. I've been on a dimly lit path, so I haven't found that pure light, that sunrise, that sun gleaming as I'm walking this path. But I've been scraping by with just dimly lit it like a torch, or just walking with like a lighter guiding me, and
It's the
it's
firefly.
a
You've been
firefly.
chasing a firefly.
Literally, I'm chasing something, a firefly, chasing a light that's not meant for me, but it's giving me that little sense of, oh, there's a little hope, there's a little hope, little hope. But that's not me. I need to find my path, find my way back to my path, and do it to where I don't need to chase anything. Anywhere I step and go, there's light around me, and I
There,
don't want to be scared no more.
there's a song that really will. I'm not even saying might. It will hit you. It's in a
Hmm.
different language. It's in Tadao.
Okay.
It's the traditional Maori people from New Zealand,
Okay.
the native people, their language. It's
Okay.
called Ki Taku Awa. It means back to the river.
Oh, there's something about like tacos and water. Sorry. I was just kidding. Hey, it's
Close
close,
enough.
close to water. I think honestly, I've heard that
Some taco
before.
shops are close to the waters.
True, it is. I mean, but I get it. Like, I think I heard something
Connection.
about back to the water, like
Back to the river.
back to the river. Sorry, back to the river. I could have sworn there's another song, either a country song like that, or something like that, back to the ocean, like that, guide you back to the river, back like that. Like,
To life.
there you go. Yeah, because
Back to life.
we veer off, we go off different ways, whether it's a different path, different trail, different mountain, hike, different, little streams that break away from the river itself. But at some point, those streams that break off find their way back to that river where they once were supposed to be, like you just said, life. And me, I veered off substantially. I, again, earlier I said, have not found my way back to my path, my river. And that's all I want to do now at this point in this time and age in my life, is really focus on me, my happiness, my well being, and I want to find my river. I want to find my life in me and my happiness and joy, and just be okay. And I know it's not gonna be perfect because life is meant for ups and downs, but be able to say and sit back in that comfort of knowing this is a moment that may be happening. It may be bad. I may be sad, hurt, but it's not the end.
Hmm. It's
We
just
don't
the
know when the
beginning.
end is.
It's
All
just
we know is that we can see what's in front of us and see what's behind us,
yep.
and that is all that matters. That north and that south. Are you gonna follow your path? Or are you gonna go off your path to a shortcut because you think it's easy? No, you're not. You're gonna stay on that path. And if you do veer off, because we all do, know that you can get back to it. You will get back to it. You just need to find that path back, that friend, that person, that reaching out. And I know we've been going on kind of for a while. We will close up right now, but we will probably have another episode with AJ because it's an amazing what's going on here. And like, thankfully, AJ has helped me a lot. But to close out again, remember having those people in your lives that some are there for a reason and some are just for a season. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't be sad. You will feel it. You're human, but know it's meant to happen for a reason. Those people that are going to be gone, cry your tears, feel your sadness, feel your pain, but understand and learn from it and know that those people there for a season are meant to be gone at some point. They're not here forever. But the ones that are here for a reason, remember them. They hear, they love you, they care. And that's how you know you're not alone. You no longer need to feel lonely like I did for years. I am thankful for my circle. I am thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my loved ones. I am thankful for everybody that has been a part of my life. I am thankful for my reasons. And I am thanking you for the people that are here for a season because it has molded me to be this person I am now and back on my podcast to help others in this world. I love you guys. You guys are meaning everything to me and you matter just as much as I matter. AJ matters and all you that are viewing this matters. Again, thank you guys so much for taking time to watching this and listen to this. I appreciate you. I want to say thank you to our sponsors for being a part of this and reminding me of who I am and that I can continue this and grow. AJ, thank you for the Kava. Thank you for the time that we've shared and we've talked and growing. And thank you for listening to me and not judging me, but giving me the honest truth. And I love you, bro. I love you for that truly.
Love you too, man.
Thank you. Because you know me, man. You saw me earlier today. I have a
Yeah, he
great
had his
smile.
mascara all over the place. He was
Like
a
people,
mess.
exactly.
A
Like people
mess.
say I have an amazing smile. I don't think I do, but yeah. But
It's because he's so used to it. He's always smiling. Why don't you frown? Huh?
it's
Why don't you
okay,
be
man.
mad one day?
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. That's why I lift heavy weight. But yeah, like I said, it's just remember, it doesn't matter where you're in life, who you are, where you're at, who you know, where you don't know, what you do like that. We all matter. You matter, and that's
Mm,
all I'll leave you with. Okay, AJ, do you have anything you want to leave for the viewers before we go and
sure,
finish this last cup of drink?
sure. So my main thing that I want to give to you guys, at least through this episode, through today, hopefully you find use of it at some point in your life, is just remember before you take that shortcut, because you will be tempted, how bad do you actually want to be in this good state that you're in? Is it worth taking a break? Is it? Is it? Is the way you're feeling now so bad that you can lose sight of who you are? To be honest with you, before you even answer that, what gives you any right? If people on the outside can see how great you are, you deserve to tell yourself that I see it too. Don't lose it over a situation that's temporary. Like the old saying goes, never solve a temporary problem with a permanent solution.
That's deep.
Of course.
That is 100% deep.
Yeah.
Temporary is the word. It's called temporary for a reason. It means it's
Mhm.
not gonna be here forever.
The pain is good. Contrary to what your mind may be thinking sometimes, it's so good.
Yeah,
It's so good. Sometimes it is bad. Like pain is there to say that, hey, we're growing. Hey, there's something wrong here. Now, look at it for what it is when it comes.
yeah.
It's
Don't be
kind of
afraid of it. Don't be afraid to take it head on. Don't run from it. Turn around.
don't fight it.
Exactly.
Don't fight it head on. What you do, this is how you do it, right? You ready? You're getting a physical example right here, right?
Uh-oh.
There you go. See, that's how that. I'm not saying you're my problem, but
Hug it out.
that not just hug it out, but embrace it.
Yeah.
See, like I'm not holding Richard right now, like, like all romantically and stuff. Like it was
Even
a.
though he wants to. Just kidding. Go ahead. Continue. 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 Dark humor.
I also dark.
Mhm. I love it. This
Hey,
is
hey,
joy that I
I was
need.
playing. He was just like, it's kind of nice. But anyways, right? Ain't nothing wrong with a long hug between men.
I'm just
Absolutely.
kidding. Nothing at all.
Hey, hey, hey,
There
hey.
is nothing wrong with that. That does not question your masculinity. We are brothers for a reason. We have each other's backs.
We're human.
Exactly.
We're human.
You want a
Whether
hug?
cut,
I'm at the gym. Hug me. I may be sweaty, but you can hug me. I got big. I'm like a bear.
I
I'm here.
do that to your like discretion because he actually does sweat a lot.
I do.
Like
But I'm
today, you were dripping.
hey,
It's kind of gross. So was
burning the
I.
calories off.
I couldn't tell whether it was yours or mine. But
But who? It doesn't matter. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Let's
we
go.
are one now. But
We're sweat brothers, not blood brothers.
no,
Get
brothers in
back to your
sweat.
brother.
Hey, you hear brothers in iron, brothers by blood, brothers in sweat. How about that?
Okay, I'll
That's
take it.
more real.
I'll take it.
That's
Okay.
real.
Okay, that is real.
But okay, so yeah.
Like I
Before
said,
we
we
get
can go on
sidetracked,
for a bunch of, but yeah.
of course, you can always cut this too. It's like
No, we'll wait at that.
so. Just embrace it. You know, the pain doesn't last forever, just like a hug. It's not designed to last forever. It's designed for you to enjoy it in that moment.
Mhm.
It's there for you to see that person for who they are, not like in general, but who they are presenting themselves to you as, you know. But to be in the moment. Be in the moment. Enjoy it. You deserve
Exactly.
it.
100%.
So embrace it. Love it. And then let go.
Exactly. So, hey guys, thank you again for tuning in. We appreciate it. More episodes are coming out. I have been some new things coming as well with the podcast, Instagram page, like stuff like that. So stay tuned. But again, thank you guys for the patience. We're here. We love you guys. AJ, thank you again. Let's take this last bowl of kava right here and call it a
Hey,
night, you guys. But again, don't be afraid to reach out. We have hotlines. There's gonna be resources down below in the bio below, links above for the kava, for our sponsors, and as well for help itself. So don't be afraid to reach out. Hit me up if you have any questions, concerns, you want to share, so you want to come on the next show. Please reach out. I'm always here. But you guys have a good night. God bless y'all. Love y'all, and just remember, you made it through another day. Tomorrow's a new day. Embrace that breath you take in the morning when you wake up, and just be thankful. And that is all. The rest will come to play.
bula
Mm.
and aloha.
Bula and aloha.
Man, you do that tap like it's a red cup. Just skull the damn thing.
Let's go, peanut butter cup. Ooh, excuse me. Pardon me. That was strong.
Oh yeah.
All right, you guys. Have a good night. Take care, all right?
Oh yeah.